Okay, so happy Monday, you guys. I'm excited to start the week off. This is the last week, if you don't know, before we all leave out for a conference, our big conference event. If you're not going, you're going to have major FOMO, but listen, stay plugged in. Plug into my social media. Ashlyn's going, so plug into her social media because you don't want to out on any of the goodness. Stay plugged into the Road to VIP. There's going to be so many announcements dropped at conference. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be a whole nother level. So y'all make sure that y'all stay tuned into both of our social medias so that you kind of know what's going on because we'll be sharing that with you guys in our pages and our chats, on our stories, all of the things, and then make sure you stay plugged into Road to VIP. I'm so excited for conference. I cannot wait. We live out Tuesday, so just a reminder, if things are kind of wonky next week and you're having trouble getting in contact with either of us, it's because we're in Florida on the company trip. So we're going to be kind of on our phones and off of our phones. So give us grace. And I'm going to go over grace here in just a minute. But I just wanted to kind of open with that. Give us some grace. So one of the things I really wanted to go over tonight was the core 5 things that you should be doing as a new distributor. We have so many new distributors because of the amazing promo that we just had. And so I want to go over the basic things that as a new distributor, you need to make sure that you do every single day to have a thriving business. There's other small tasks that you can do along the way that's just going to help further that. But these are the 5 basics that if you non-negotiably can't do anything else, make sure that you're doing these. Number 1 is posting. You guys, that is your business on sign. So if you're not throwing up a post in your stories and you're not throwing up a post on your wall every single day, then your business is closed. If you have to think of it like a brick and mortar thing. So if you had a boutique in town and you didn't go into that store and flip the sign to let people know that you were there and you were open, they would never come in. So it's the same thing with us on social media. When you're throwing up your morning post, for me, I love to start my day out by doing a coffee chat on my stories. That's my business is open sign. I'm flipping that sign over because they can see me making my coffee, talking about it, getting my day started. Then I go throw up a post and it's my business is open sign. So make sure that every day that you're posting so that you are always active on your page. People can learn who you are, learn things about you, and they're going to buy from people they know, like, and trust, and that they see show up every single day than somebody that's super inconsistent and they're only open once a week from what they can see because they can't see the work we do behind the scenes. They can only see the stuff that we put out on the forefront, which is our posting. The other thing is messaging. Hold on, let me back up. With posting, make sure that you are having a good variety of posting as well. So you don't want your page to be super clammed full of nothing but it works. That's tacky, you guys. That's tacky. That's like 2000s, early 2000s social media marketing, back when the internet first became a thing. Okay. We're not there anymore. We need to make sure that your pages are pretty, that they are appealing to the eye, because this is attraction marketing. That's what I like to call it, attraction marketing. And so take the bright photos. Try not to have a lot of clutter behind you because that's going to attract people's eyes off of what you have and have presented to them. Make sure that whenever you're posting about the business opportunity, you're catering it to who you are. So if you're posting about the business opportunity and for me, for example, if I post about the business opportunity and I'm catering it to like the life of person that is working 24/7, maybe a teacher that never has time to do anything, that's not me. I would post it and cater it in a way of a mom that has to balance all things, mom, wife, business, all the things. And so they want to know who you are as a person instead of coming to your page and just seeing product post, product post, product post. Join my team, join my team, join my team. And then they have no idea who you are. So I encourage you once a week to go through your page and look at the first, I'll give you some grace, look at the first 10 posts on your page. If you go through your first 10 posts and you can't tell 5 things about you that have nothing to do with the business, you need to swap up your posting. Throw in some more lifestyle stuff. Throw in some more things about you because we don't want to become, those guys in the malls that like chase you down with the hair straighteners. That's how people are going to feel when they come to your page, that you're chasing them down with a hair straightener and they're like, I want to avoid her page. Let me delete this girl right now. She's a psycho trying to, I don't know what she's trying to sell, but it's crazy over there. I don't want no part of it. So you don't want to become that. Make sure that you're still being genuine and you're still being yourself. Okay, on to number 2, messaging. Make sure that you're messaging every single day, you guys. There's tons of different ways to message. The main thing is actually onto my third point is host to post. But make sure that you're messaging for host to post. You're sending out the green light messages every single day. I love to do what a lot of people call cold messaging. I don't call it that. I call it warm messaging. And do you know why? And I heard a leader say this forever ago and it stuck with me. I don't call it cold messaging because I don't have a cold heart. When I send my message out and I'm like, hey, love, I just wanted to offer this to you, I'm legitimately offering them products that I believe in. I'm offering them a business opportunity that I know works. These products I've used and have my own results with. I've been with this company for 6 years. I know the success that you can have with it. And so I don't have a cold heart when I'm sending it. So I don't call it that. It's a warm message for me because I know who I am as a person and I'm not coming from a cold place. So it's all on mindset when you're sending those messages out. But send out your messages every single day. Okay. We have them in our reach out folder in our boards. We have an incredible boards that y'all can use for that. But offer the products in Messenger, offer the business opportunity, offer host to post. Go out and send out birthday messages, you guys, to get out some samples and just make extra connections with people. It doesn't even have to be birthday messages, can literally just be a happy birthday. It doesn't have to be happy birthday, buy these samples. Just build relationships with people with that. So messaging. Number 3 is host to post, you guys. Make sure you're doing host to post. That is your bread and butter. That is your advertisement. Literally, that is your advertisement for your business. So you should be doing that every single day. Shoot to get up 5 host to post a day. And if you're not, then your business isn't going to go as quickly as it could be because host to post is a tool that can literally take you right now. Y'all are at distributor, most of you, and it could take you from distributor to Ruby this month if you really truly dive into host to post and utilize it. It's a great tool to sign up customers and distributors. And actually, when I first started this, I didn't have a lot of friends on Facebook. It was all people that I knew. Okay. I didn't even know how Ashley got on my Facebook. Honestly, I had no idea. It was all people that I knew. And so, probably from a host post. I don't know. I don't even know if that was a thing whenever she joined, but she got there somehow. Anyways, my point to that is that host to post is a great way to grow so that you're not having to rely on those people you currently have. Host to post is how I grew, is through that form of advertisement. That's how I grew super, super quickly. When I went diamond on hair, skin, and nails host to post. That one doesn't work for me anymore. Right now it's the gummies one, but host to post. That's how I went diamond. So do that. The 4th thing is growing your network. Make sure that you're adding friends to your network every single day. Every single day. You should be sending out friends requests on Facebook. If you're utilizing Instagram, go send out some following requests. Follow people like crazy over there. But make sure that you're growing your network every day. Host to post, once again, is another great way to grow your network. If you're utilizing the giveaway host to post, you can grow your network super, super quickly. And then lastly, follow up. Make sure that you get a system for it and you follow up with people all the time. I have I do it the next day when I'm doing an inbox cleanup. And then I follow up with them that following Friday for payday Friday, follow up Friday. And then after that, I follow up with them monthly until they either block me, tell me I'm no longer interested, or just whatever. I get the hint. But I follow up with them until I actually get a no or I'm blocked. That's it. I have people that I followed up with literally for years before they said yes to me. So you never know when the timing is going to be right. Get you a system. Some people just use a little notepad. I like a binder that has tab dividers in it. I have 30 tab dividers for the days of the month. If I talk to them on the 2nd, they go behind that 2nd tab divider and I follow up with them on the 2nd of the month every single month. Even if I talk to them in 2018 on the 2nd of July, it doesn't matter what month it is, they're getting a follow up with me from me in 2023, okay, on the 2nd of every month. So that's my follow up system, but you can figure out what works for you. You can use your phone, you can use the Google Notes thing, whatever works for you. Get a follow up system. A few other things that I wanted to mention on here, we're running out of time, but a few other things I wanted to mention while we were on here is some things that I would have loved to know as a new distributor. So, number 1 is making sure that you are diving into personal development. I never truly grasped the importance of personal development until like years into my business. I would have grasped the importance of personal development and actually started doing it from day 1, I would be way further today than I am. I truly feel like, because this business is such a mindset thing. And that's like when you start kindergarten, you don't start kindergarten knowing how to write and read. This is the same thing. You don't start this business with all the inspiration and the most positive mindset and having leadership mentality and all those things, those are developed over time. So dive into some personal development. If you don't know what to do for personal development, reach out to your upline, whoever enrolled you, and we can put you in the right direction for something that'll work best for you and your needs. Another thing is have an update trackers, whether that's your 4-in-1 tracker, your success bonus tracker. If you're pushing for Ruby right now, executive, have your charts out, have your trackers out because they're so important. I remember when I was a newbie, I would rely so much on my enroller to keep up with my stuff. And I would message her and be like, so how far away am I? Do I need this many customers or this many? Girl, keep up with it. If you're not keeping up with it, or at least trying to keep up with it as a leader, that tells me you're not serious. Because that would be like, once again, you having your own boutique and you don't even know what your inventory is in your store. How are you serious about making money if you don't even know what your inventory is? It's the same thing. So have your trackers out and keep them updated. And if you're not sure how, ask, and we can help make sure that you have that clarified. And then making sure that you always plug in whenever you can. When there's Zooms, you don't have to plug into everything. Listen, this company offers a lot of Zooms. Literally from 5:30 a.m. until about 9:30 at night, there is a Zoom every single hour, whether it's a work session, a training session, whatever, what have you. You don't have to plug into them all. But I would recommend finding at least one that you can hop on. If you don't want to work alone, get on a power hour that day. If you know there's an incredible training coming up, hop on that training. There's a prayer Zoom that I love hopping on at 8 o'clock in the mornings. If you need your cup filled and be poured into, and that's the one you want to do, hop on that. But stay plugged in, you guys. Stay close to the fire because it gets super lonely. And I'm just going to be honest. Most people that don't stay close to the fire and stay plugged in, they quit because they give up on themselves because they're not being poured into by other like-minded people. So make sure that you're plugging in whenever you can and stay connected to your enroller. That is my other tip. Stay connected to your enroller as a new distributor, or whoever, if your enroller isn't with you anymore, whoever your diamond and above upline is. Ask questions and talk to us, especially if you're going through training still. If you leave us on red for a day, that tells me she's not serious. She's not. If she's leaving me on red for a full 24 hours, this girl's not serious. That's my first thought. And so if you want them to know that you're serious, that you're ready to make something out of this business for yourself, come to them. Don't make us always have to go to you. For instance, I could see her face right up front, Joni. Joni comes to me if she needs something. Joni always responds back when I message her, or she'll message me first, whatever. That tells me that Joni is serious about changing her circumstances. Whereas if I messaged Joni and offered, I don't know, we're doing a push thing for Ruby right now, me and some of the girls on my team. If I offered that to her and she read it and didn't tell me yes or no, I'd be like, she doesn't value me as a leader. She doesn't value my time. So I'm not going to continue to message her. So remember that you have to stay plugged into your leader, and it's not always the leader's job to reach out to you. So make sure that you'll keep that in mind too. And give them grace. Give your leaders grace. I was guilty of it too when I was a newbie. It's okay to ask a lot of questions, but remember to give grace with those questions. So I was super impatient. I've always been a super impatient person. I'm like, why are you not answering back? I sent you a text. It's been 2 minutes. Hello. Hello. Are you there? But you guys, give your leaders some grace. Okay. Remember that we juggle a lot of hats. We're training you guys. We're pouring into you guys, and it's something we love. But we're also running our own businesses, and we also have our own lives outside of the business. So remember to give your leaders grace. That's something I wish somebody would have just come out and told me when I was a new distributor, because I was super like, ma'am, hello, like knocking on her door. Ashlyn can testify to that. I asked a lot of questions, but I was also like, you there? Where's the question mark button? Thumbs up, whatever. You're not answering me. So anyways, and then don't give up so soon. So she says I wasn't that bad. I was pretty bad about asking questions, you guys. Anyways, so I quit. I'm just going to be honest. I'm honest with everybody about my story. I wish somebody would have told me not to give up too soon, because I quit way too soon early on in my business. I started this for diaper and gas money, $20, $30. I was like, if we can make that extra a month, I'll be groovy. I joined and I made my 20, 30 bucks, which is exactly what I joined for. And then I quit. I give up because instead of looking at it from a business aspect and how, I needed to give it at least 90 days before I give up. 90 days of true consistent work, not 90 days of I'm going to work once a week, which is what I started to do. 90 days of consistency. I give up way too soon, you guys. And then whenever I came back, I had to start from the bottom again. And that really sucked. And sometimes when I tell my story, they're like, how many years have you been in? And I tell them, and then I have to be like, but I done something I don't ever want you to do. I gave up too soon on myself. I didn't cast my vision past $20, $30. And so then when I made the $20, $30, I was looking left and looking right. And I was like, well, this girl's making $100. Well, this girl just promoted super quick. Screw it, I quit. That was my mindset. I was like, it didn't drop in my lap. And I didn't grasp the fact that I had my bar set way too low. It's okay to start out wanting that. But once you start getting to your goals, set your bar higher again. Always be dreaming and looking for more. And don't put a limit on yourself. Y'all, we serve a God of abundance. I don't know what y'all believe, but I believe in the Lord. And I know that we serve a mighty God who wants us to have an abundance, okay? He wants big things for our life. He doesn't want us to play small. And so with that, always make sure that you're setting your bar higher, always. And don't give up on yourself because he wouldn't give up on you. And I wouldn't give up on you. I will always be your biggest hype girl. You just tell me what you want and I'm going to push you there. I'm going to push you to get to your goal. So I wish that somebody would have told me that. I wish that somebody would have pointed out that I was just being dumb and quitting on myself too soon. And I wasn't doing the things that I should have done. And so make sure that if you are quitting on yourself, or if you do quit on yourself, that you take a look around and say, okay, is it not working for me because I'm not working? Or is it not working for me because I got what I wanted and now because it wasn't more, I'm a little bit defeated? Because that was kind of me. I got what I wanted. I got my 20, 30 bucks, but it wasn't more like everybody else. And so I was a little bit defeated. So anyways, always raise your standards and don't quit on yourself, friend. Give yourself 90 days and see what this business can do. But let that 90 days be a 90 days worth of consistency and actually working. You can't throw up a post once a day and call it work. You can't throw up a post plus 10 messages and call it work. It's just not. That's not an ethical way, a good, prosperous way to actually grow your business. You have to actually put up the work and show up for yourself. So anyways, that was what I had for you guys tonight. I hope it helped. And Ashlyn, do you have any tips that you want to give them for some things you wish you would have known as a newbie?
Not that I know of. I think you covered pretty much all of it. I guess the only thing that I wished I would have done was really dove in and went for it and not held myself back and wasted more time than needed.
Yeah.
But like you already said, pretty much. So
Yeah.
I would just say, get over your fears and excuses and roll with this, because a lot can happen very, very quickly if you just run with it.
Yeah. And don't self-negative talk. I've talked to so many of you today alone, just today. And there's just so much self-negativity, you guys. So much self-negativity. Don't beat yourself up. I don't want to hear any of you say I only have one customer. Well, I only have one distributor. Well, I only have 4 days to get my bonus, whatever it is. You guys, 4 days is a lot. I've seen people move. I have personally moved some mountains with 24 hours. I've moved some mountains with 2 hours to spare on the clock for a bonus. One customer, you guys, that's one more than what you had. You can't pray for God to put something in your life and then he blesses it and gives you a customer, and then you complain and say, well, it's only one. Well, guess what? That's one more that you didn't just have, little Miss Man. So keep trucking. It's just one distributor. Well, guess what? God blessed you with one distributor to help them change their life. Now you've got to show him that you're going to actually help her on this journey, and then he'll bless you with more. And it's the same thing with customers. You've got to show him that you're actually going to take care of this customer and help them get results. And then he'll start blessing you with even more. You've got to show him that you're truly grateful for what he's given you. Then he's going to give you some more. And I don't mean to go all biblical on you guys, but that's how I believe. I believe that he's not going to bless the steps that you're not taking. So you have to actually work and be appreciative of what he's giving you. Be appreciative of it. Most of us prayed for a way or thought in the back of our head, man, if I could just change my situation, if I could just have $100. I know at Christmas time, so many families, if I could just have $100 to go get my kids something for Christmas, I would give anything for that. Well, guess what? Here's a opportunity to make sure next year's Christmas is different. Here's an opportunity to make sure 2023 is different than your 2022. So you have to move and do something with it and believe in yourself and give it time and watch your harvest grow. You have to plant your seeds in order to reap a harvest. So anyways, thank you guys for hopping on with me, and I hope y'all have a good Monday. Does anybody before I log off of here have any questions, or are you guys struggling with anything that y'all need help with? Drop it in the chat. So I'll give it a couple minutes. All right, I think that's it. Bye guys, and y'all have a happy Monday.